It was unfair of me to say new season, same old crap team, because that puts all the other crap teams in the same bucket. This is a whole new bucket of crap. Welcome back for episode 12 and possibly the final episode of the Viktoria part of this adventure. Because if I haven't had a win by the end of this episode, I'm going to resign. We are 19 games deep with 11 points. Horrific. And for some reason, there must be some sort of a bug. I've had about 5 meetings with the board and they just won't sack me. So as I say, if I haven't won either of these 2 games, I'm going to resign. We've played an absolute bagload of games, so let me bring this up. Again, formations skipping here, there and everywhere. But since you were last with me, we played Braunschweig, lost 1-0. Kaiserslautern, lost 3-1. We played quite well in that game, just couldn't pick up the win. Osnabrück, lost 3-2. 2-1 loss against Sandhausen. 1-1 draw against Energie Cottbus. 1-0 against Hamburger SV. 6-2 loss against Paderborn. We were really poor. The 2 goals were probably putting us in too much of a good light. 1-0 loss against Duisburg. 1-0 loss against Holloway. And I've changed most recently back to our 5-2-1-2, which was the first formation we played this season. And we played really well, and we were really unfortunate to not come away with a win. So I have some sort of hope for this formation. But we're playing against the team who are currently in 12th place in Turkey Munch, and then in 16th place, Zwickau. So, if we aren't sacked in between, or if we haven't won one of these games, then we're leaving. We're going to go and find a new team that are in the third Liga. For the game, we have Schmid in goal, Noether, Kapp and Jurgensen as our back 3, Mario and Bayerruter outside with Engelhardt and Montes as our centre mids, Makrakis with the playmaker, supporting Bayer and Schulz up top. We do have Kaliska and Luan, but both of which are on knocks currently, so they can play, but only half the game. So we'll see if we need to bring on Luan, and hopefully we can get that win that we need. A goal kick. Within the first minute, Schmid puts it out towards the right side. There's no one there for us for some reason. Mario headed forward. Chateau for Tirpitz on their left side. Puts a good ball into the middle. Fantastic block, and we've got possession. So, Noether and Engelhardt. It's just finished. The highlight's finished. Don't worry about it. A corner. Turkey Munch put the ball in towards the near post, and it's headed over. Highlights come in thick and fast in this game. 4 minutes. Mavraj has the ball over to Ryder, and he goes all the way back to the goalie. We're not pressing too hard, so we'll just let them do what they need to do. We do win that header, but head it straight to them, and they're into the area, and really poor from the goalkeeper to just dive the complete wrong way. I've dropped Schmid a handful of times this season, hasn't played particularly well. We have had Braseke that we can bring in, but as we know, I'm not particularly keen on him either. So this isn't a good sign for us needing a win. Already been down. Haven't even had a shot on target. Maya with a free kick from deep. Oh, and Schmid does manage to make the save, but he makes a bloody meal of it. 18 minutes in, they've got a corner. Maya is going to put this in as well. He's lumped it towards the back post where nobody's marking their guy. He just peels away from the back post and is in acres of space. Chateau on the ball. Puts it forward to Tirpitz on their left side again. All the way back. Irving, Chateau in the area, and we do make the clearance. It finds another one of their players though. It just seems like everyone's got more players than us. I don't know how, but we're just nowhere near anything. That was over, so it's for a goal kick and back in our possession. We've got a free kick just inside our own half. Kapp puts it short to Montes. The last game we played against this, we were really, really strong. Like, it's the first time in ages I've seen us, and we're attacking, and we're playing really well. But it doesn't seem to have carried through into this game so far. Schulz and Bayerruter out on the left side. That cross is kind of just bounced off their defender. We've still got possession. It's fine. Recycle it. Get it forward again. Noether. Forward to Engelhardt. Good ball towards Schulz, but I think he's offside, and he's rattled the crossbar anyway. Half time now. Stats are definitely on Turkey Munch's side. We're going to go to a dressing room. I think I'm going to give him a little shout out, and then I'll go through individually and say, you weren't bad, but I need more from you. And we'll see what we get. It's great. It's green. Someone's green. That is wonderful. I'm still having the thing where players are going out at the start of games, and saying they're complacent. We are literally in the relegation zone, and we could win 2 or 3 games and still be in there. Why on earth are they complacent? Jacoby has the ball to Irving and Maya outside the area for Turkey Munch. Turpitz on the back post, and his header's over. So, what, 49 minutes? We've just gone past half-time, obviously, so we were just talking about it. It's, as I say, we don't particularly play too bad. We just don't play well enough. And I don't see a way how we can get out of it. We've recently had the election, so we've got another board in. He hasn't sacked us either. Maya's free kicks hit the post. Brilliant block from our player. There's been points as well where we can pick up points in games, funnily enough. And they just score like wonder goals. And I'm just sat there thinking, like, what? How am I supposed to deal with this? It's really frustrating. This game we've just been outplayed. There's only 1 goal in it though, so hopefully we can get a goal, get some points back on the board. But Jacoby out to Kuhn on the right side. He's making his way in, gets it out to Maya on the outside. Are we just going to smash this away, or are we going to try and keep possession? Just smash it away for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Kumar, Irving, and back to Mavraj. It's just really frustrating. Turpitz, Kumar, Hotman just turns on it, rattles the crossbar. They should have had 3 or 4 in this game so far. We will make some subs. So we'll bring Schultz off for Luan because we want to bring him on because he's half decent. Makrakis can come out for Montez, and we'll put Highland in there, shall we? Or shall we put a Ramu in? We'll put Highland in. Highland hasn't played for a little while. And we've also got Jurgensen not playing particularly well and booked. So we'll put in Stura for him. We'll make all 3 of our subs on 65. Push us back up to positive, demand some more off us. Hopefully see some little green faces. But outside of that, it's kind of just hoping something happens. Chateau has the ball on the left towards Irving and back out to Chateau. They're just so much more comfortable in possession. I'm kind of just at a point where I'm just smacking my head against the wall. I don't know what to do with this formation. This team, just everything. Turpitz, easy ball through. The defence are asleep, and he's popped it in the near post. I've had so many games like this. I'm actually like, I'm annoyed when they don't sack me. It's getting that ridiculous at the moment. There's definitely a bug in the game in which you can't be sacked because there's no reason as to why they wouldn't have let me go at that point. Hence why, as I say, if it's not happened, then it's not happened. I'll probably have a meeting after this one where I can show you what happens. Yeah, it's just daft, frustrating, and possibly the end of our journey. Montez short to Cap, all the way back to our 4 players that are sat here. Mario, Highland, and Montez. There's just no urgency. There's no just nothing. And I've tried so many different formations to try and get something out of this team, and it just doesn't work. I don't understand how I'm struggling so bad. Considering how dominant that Barcelona team I had was. I know, don't get me wrong, it was Barcelona, and I had one of the strongest teams in the world. But it was just like, scoring goals for fun. And now, I physically cannot score. It's 3-0. I'll see you at the board meeting. As expected, we have a meeting to request our future. 11 games without a win. Last one was our previous episode, which we're aware of. We knew that. We knew it. We'll send the assistant to that. So we'll attend the meeting. There's an F. There's literally no reason for them to keep me on at the moment. So we'll attend it. He wants to have a little chat with me. So I say, I know it looks worse. I can make this promise. I'd rather not, because I'm not going to be able to keep it. So why would I? Looking at her, so we'll have a little look at this. It's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Go on, let's push. Let's really tickle their funny bone. We've not taken the decision to meet you lightly and feel that if we didn't acknowledge the problems, blah blah blah. Maybe it's best I resign. We can see that you really want to stay, so we'll give you one final chance. They've given me 7. Hence, I cannot be sacked. So if we lose the next game, or if we get this meeting, then I'll refuse to attend, then they'll sack us, or I'll just resign. But we've got one more game to save ourselves and get a bloody win on the board. One final shot. Zwickau, away from home, currently 7 points ahead of ourselves, themselves having a pretty weak-ass season. We have to beat them. Literally, for the sake of this portion of the save, we have to beat them. I'm not calling it the save an end if we resign, but I'm just calling the Viktoria portion of it, and then I'll just get our next job in this league. For interest, do you know what? We won't concern ourselves with what jobs are available or not available. We'll just get into it. Tactical tweak 4132. I just caught a bit of the streamy showdown, and your man Zealand had this, and I thought it lined in roughly with what we had of a lot of central players and no wingers. So I'm going for it. Why the hell not? What have we got to lose? Except for the game and our job, but don't worry about it. Braseke is starting in goal because Schmid is annoying. Mario and Bayruta are our fullbacks, with Cap and Jurgensen as our centre-backs. Engelhardt is going to play just in front of the defence, with Aremu, Lowe and Highland as our mid-three. And then we have Hauke starting up top alongside Bayer. Hauke is the guy who came through on our most recent youth intake. He's played quite a few games recently and been utterly horrific in them. So join in with the rest of everyone else. A free kick on the right for Zwickau. Puts it towards the back post. Breyer has just absolutely rattled the crossbar from about 20 yards out. Reasoning for playing Hauke. A, I haven't played him too much, and he's our youngster that came through. B, he's got like a 7.5 on his training. So I thought, yeah, bung him up. He scored 3 goals in the youth, so he's almost our club's top goal scorer, which is upsetting. Aremo puts it forward towards Bayer. Oh, and he nearly snuck it past the goalkeeper. Half an hour. Free kick on the right. Cap plays it short to Mario and back to the taker. Engelhardt, Mario and Halka just got choked into an alleyway there of possession. Benga knocks it back to his goalkeeper and puts it out to their left back. He's got quite a lot of room to run into here, but do you know what? It's clever minds. We just intercepted their pass. Braseke just smashed it forward. Are we going to bring the ball down? Yes, and Bayer heads it on to nobody. Braseke with a goal kick. Puts it, I would say short. Just kicks it away. No reason. The only thing is, I've asked him to roll out his possession, which obviously you can't roll a goal kick out. So I don't know why that then means that you smash it to one of their players. Obviously, it results in us conceding. Because why the hell not? I want to change the instructions in transition and get him to actually pass to the centre-back. Do you know what? Pass to the playmaker. Because he should drop back and receive that ball. We have possibly 59 minutes left of our time with Viktoria. I hope you've all enjoyed it more than I have, because it's been horrific. So very painful. 33 minutes. Kerninghaus. Just a good free kick. Another screamer, of which I was talking to you about in the previous game. The ball is with Zwickau's defence. Hoffman and Gnas puts it into Breyer. It's just annoying. They've got a guy out on the right now. Look how many people we've got back, and they're still just going through us like a knife through butter. Not even a hot knife. It's one of those ones where, do you know they did like a 1,000-degree knife? Just one of them straight through a utterly butterly. Nas puts his corner to the near post. It's headed to the back post. They're 3-0 up before half time. I'm gonna cut to the final score now. And then the resignation. See you there. And there we have it. We lost 3-1. Scored a goal. Thought a comeback was on. I was wrong. Even our goal that we scored was a pity goal by their goalkeeper. I turn to just sarcastically applauding the team now, because obviously nothing I do matters. We'll refuse to attend this, and hopefully it will see us out of a job. That's exactly what it does. You took your sweet ass time, guys. So it looks like there's a few positions that are possibly available. There's no guarantee that we'll get them, obviously, because we've been horrific. But I'll keep my little beady eyes out. There will be another episode in this. I don't know. It's a club build, but the club which I'm attempting to build have sacked me, which isn't ideal. I'm on a level with you, but I'll be back with a new episode 1, which will be a carry on from this. And now we have a legitimate kind of rival, which will carry on the storyline, which I'm quite happy about. It wouldn't surprise me if they stayed up, because to be quite honest, they've got the team to do so. They just didn't fancy playing for me, which is a bit annoying. So I hope they stay up, so we can get the better of them next year. But I'll see you in our next episode with our new team. But if you have enjoyed this portion, then as I mentioned, like, subscribe, all that madness. That'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, there's some items over here which I'm performing slightly better at. If you want to watch those, thank you very much for your time.